Well, howdy folks, and welcome to Curt Ridge's Review Roundup. First up, we're going to look at Floor Kids. This is the PS4 version. If like me you think Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo is one of the most underrated films out there, Floor Kids may just be the game tailor-made for you. You choose a starting character and then pop and lock your heart out in order to unlock more characters and more venues to break dance in. Every time you first use a move variation, you then unlock a trading card featuring that move, and there are tons of moves for each character to show up. Gameplay is very simple but does take a bit of time to master. If you miss a bit of Street 2 in your rhythm games a la Parappa the Rapper, this is the jam for you. Shout out to John Animation for lending his art style to the proceedings. I recommend this one very much, so try it out now. I give this one 8 out of 10. Next I played Megaquarium. This is the Mac version. Did you ever want to run a public aquarium in a tycoon style game? Well, I guess this is the game for you then, as this is exactly that. Place aquariums, make sure they're heated and filtered, add plants and rocks and other decorations, and then add a wide and growing variety of fish. Make more money and earn more prestige, unlock more fish and accessories to further entice customers to your aquarium, and so on and so forth. Sounds simple enough, and it is, but like most tycoon games of the sort, the gameplay becomes somewhat addictive, and hours can go by very quickly while you enjoy this fun, pleasant game. It's not the game that makes the biggest splash, but it is pretty fun for what it is. I give this one 7.5 out of 10. And finally, Onimusha Warlords. This is the PS4 version. What if Lord Nobunaga had not died in the Battle of Hokuhazama, but instead was resurrected by demons to serve him and get unholy revenge on his rival clans, starting with kidnapping a princess with close ties to you? This is just the first 5 minutes of Onimusha Warlords, a fun Resident Evil type game from Capcom where instead of Raccoon City and zombies, you have feudal Japan and Oni, or monsters if you prefer, to plow through in order to stop the sacrifice of your royal friend. You are Samanosuke Akachi, and armed with a soul-sucking gauntlet and various magically imbued katana, you lead the fight against the forces of evil. Like Resident Evil, it comes with fun and atmospheric maps, head-scratching puzzles, and doors dominated by key-like sword upgrades, and a pretty potent difficulty. Enemies respawn in this one though, mostly in order to allow you to collect souls to upgrade your weapons at save stations, but they sometimes can become a bit overwhelming if not taken seriously. Boss fights are fun and inventive, and the overall gameplay has aged pretty good considering this is an early PlayStation 2 title. Controls are a little bit on the stiff side, but nowhere near Resident Evil 10 controls, and the game now supports the trophy system, but apart from an obvious upscale and clarity in the graphics, this is pretty much the same package as the PlayStation 2 version. At least Capcom, unlike other companies, Nintendo, know that re-releases are a lot less attractive at full retail prices, so you can get this game at a very low price, almost of a third of most games today, so I'd say this is great. If the trend of Capcom HD remasters continues as previously shown with series such as Resident Evil and Dead Rising, expect both sequels to come out with a similar budget price sometime soon. This game is a welcome old friend, and still has enough to keep my interest, even with the older mechanics. Even if it isn't the sharpest tool in the shed, its edge has not dulled that much, so I strongly recommend you at least try it if you haven't done before. I give this one 8 out of 10. Well folks, that's it for now. Leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time on the Review Roundup.